Hello and welcome to Panther Financial Services. This is Prana Patil. Today we will discuss market status. If you look at the market is trading at the 8 years, that is called as a all-time high. And a lot of people are thinking, okay, market is high, and what should we do it? In the last week only, last week only, I was having a word with one of our client who does a regular kind of top up every month, and which a decent amount. He said, Pranav, I think market is too high right now. We should wait it for a top up. Let it be, we'll see correction and after that we enter it. What's your suggestion? uh, so the if you look at the logical perspective, you see the market is high, think from a logical, and that's one of the reason I thought, we'll discuss this point. And we will discuss today's this entire in the entire discussion we will talk with the facts. We will go 10 years back, we will go again 20 years back, and we will think about the 10 years future. So today it is what, 2022. The market is, if you look at the Sensex right now is 63,000 plus, and the Nifty is somewhere around 19,000. If you look at in 2002, the Sensex was 3,400 and Nifty was 1,000 rupees. In 2002, Sensex was 3,400 and Nifty was at 1,000 rupees. Then in 2012, Sensex was 18,500 and Nifty was at 6,000 rupees. Today, current scenario I told you, 2022, Sensex is at 63,000 and Nifty is at 19k. So what exactly you are able to understand it from 2002 to 2012, these 10 years, from 1,000 rupees to 6,000 rupees, 6x. From the 6,000 rupees to 19k, almost 3.5x in the 10 years. And if you take an average of this, a decent average for the next 10 years, for Nifty it will be like 75,000 plus. Can you imagine? This is the history tales. I'm telling you the reality. Nobody believes. Trust me, I'll tell you my own example. In the last one of video also I told you, the max we read the news, the max we interact with the people, the max we absorb the media, you create the negative impression about the market, and you lose the chance of into the investor boat. There are very less people who sit into that boat, irrespective of market is high or market is low, and they make money, and they actually make money. In 2012, I still remember very closely sentiments. When the market goes up, the sentiments like, okay, there could be chances of crash, there could be chances of depression, there could be chances of recession, there could be chances of uh, you know unemployment, etc., etc. US is having that thing, Chinese banks are losing the money, China's property sector is having this kind of news, always be there. But if you are an investor, if you are a long-term player in the market, if you have a decent knowledge about the market, and if you main thing, if you have a logical thinking, you will make a crazy money. Trust me, and you need to have patience. You don't need any stock. I'll tell you the reality. If you don't know about any particular stock as well, you don't need to worry about it. You can buy the Nifty beads simply at 19. Currently, that rate is 19,000. If you are looking for a 10 years perspective, just imagine where could be the Nifty. You don't, and if you invest into stocks, just imagine the kind of wealth creation happens in the 10 years. This is for Sensex. For individual stocks, it goes beyond up if you have a good stock in the portfolio. So this is about the past performance for 20 years and 10 years ahead, how you can perceive the market. Now, why I'm saying, why reason you should have a more positive thinking on this market. The history will again come into the same fashion. The first point is that if you look at the current government intention to make a Indian economy $5 trillion, if that happens, just imagine where the Sensex and Nifty will be. The kind of employment we are having at the very, very high level. This, because of this $5 trillion economy target, there will be a huge amount of development in the economy. In all the sectors, pharma, real estate, or any sector you take, banks also, because there will be a demand in each and every sector. Now, the second point which I'm trying to explain you is the lifestyle of the people are changing. If you look at it, in 2002, how much your parents were spending money on a particular thing, how they used to live. In 2012, how they are living, how they were, living. Now in 2020-22, how they are living. There is a huge amount of change in the lifestyle of people. They want to have a great lifestyle and they don't mind to pay for that. This is the reality, and that's one of the reason we will have a very good amount of progress. Now, next, if you look at the IT sector, I'll not go into much each and every sector wise. If you look at the IT sector wise, India is one of the world's first IT hub where lot of work is done with a KPO and BPO and the service provider for a software industry. Is the biggest hub in the world. If you look at the pharmaceutical sector, in the last video also I mentioned we are third largest manufacturer, and in terms of cheap produce, the manufacturing, we are the first one. Now, in terms of banking, every year there is a growth in the loan, every quarter there is a growth in the loan. Understand, the growth happens, loan goes, then the interest continues for 10 years, 5 years, 15 years. Again the next year the new loans comes, and again the interest goes on, goes on, goes on. So the banking development will be there. Similar case each and every. On the pharma also I created the separate video for the detailed sector wise, details. You can check the other videos as well. So every sector you can think from a logical or logical perspective. Now, what are the precautions, or what is the main point you should think while investing? First of all, you need to have a long-term perspective. It is not like today you have invested and the stock is 5 rupees down and you start panicking, you send the negative thought, and the next month you need money and you sell it, you close it, again the stock went up and you see think, okay, I hardly made money in the market. Don't do that perspective. If you are purely investor perspective, if you are investing, then you should have a long term perspective. Second, the max you consume the media, the max you consume the news, the max you consume the TV channel, you will have that kind of thought only. The very good client, and he's a great client actually, and he asked me, he feels that market may crash because of news and the sentiments in the market. Irrespective, see, forget about current scenario. You look at the past performance. In 2012 the Nifty was 6,000 rupees, right? I'll take a live example. In 2012 Nifty was at 6,000 rupees. In 2016 to 18 it went up to 13,000. So span of 5 years it became 1x, 6 to 12,000 to 13,000 range. In 2020 that 12,000 or 13,000 becomes 7,000, and that 7,000 become 19,000 in less than a year. So my only point is that there could be a number of scenario it comes. It is not a one we have seen. So I don't know what may lie in the future. But if you have a long term vision for the market, and if you are positive on the Indian economy, if you think the developments are happening in the Indian market and we could reach that the $5 trillion economy, then you should blindly invest it. Now, decision of investment, it is up to you. Have you which stock you do it, which product you take it. If you are not comfortable with the stock, there are other products as well, like ETFs and Nifty Bs or Sensex Bs or Index Bs also there. If you are purely firm on a particular stock, check the background, and again you do the investment. So this is all about today's discussion. The entire point which I tried to make it, that every time this kind of sentiments or the news there in the market, which creates the panic kind of environment, and people think that market may crack down, and actually it goes down, but they don't realize how fastly it came up. And this is what I'm telling you from the own experience. So stay invested, and keep your trading strategy or the philosophy in the same fashion, irrespective of the any sentiments. This is what my suggestion. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any doubts or any suggestion, you can mention in the comment box, or you can WhatsApp me as well. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.